Alright everyone, it's time for the next Styxhexenhammer garden update. I've put 3 bags of cow shit here and 3 more on here. Those are now complete. It's just got to get tilled in. This I expanded, as you can see, about 4 feet. And I put cow shit all over that. I'm using mulch to build another slightly wider path here through. And what I'm thinking of doing is taking these 3 beds, this one, this one, this one, expanding them about 3 feet this way and then mulching in the middle. That means the interior of the bed will be all mulched. And I also put a bunch of cow shit on this, 6 bags, which is enough. That should be fine once it's tilled in. That's enough nutrients. These 2 still have to have shit put in them, but on this one, I have to move all these little chamomile plants before I put in the shit, transplant them. I think I'll put a bunch of them in the back, and then one of these beds is going to be like a tea garden. But there's a huge amount of room in here compared to last year, and it's much more accessible. The outside of the fence there, 3 feet or so, is just going to be grass. That doesn't need to be mulched in. I'm not going to spend a couple $100 on all that mulch. It's not going to happen. Thankfully, most of the mulching was already done before. Technically, I can actually spread this out a little bit more. It's actually fairly deep between the beds. That's just to suppress weeds, keep contamination from spreading bed to bed and so forth. It keeps it from getting compacted, the soil, and everything will be raised up. And then I'm going to get some sphagnum moss, some garden clay at some point, and probably in the middle also I'll have some decorations like lined up here. I'll have some clay pots filled with potting soil and so forth. But things are coming up nicely. The crocuses have actually bloomed. The chamomile is woken up and is growing everywhere. And I realize this camera is kind of a potato. But it's from 2008, so that's why. I'm going to get a new one, actually, because it's business related. Technically, I can write that off on my taxes next year, which is strange. But yeah, it's looking pretty good, looking fairly clean and orderly compared to the past. No big wide beds that I can't reach the middle of. No grass between the beds trying to encroach. And you can see the massive pile of sod from doing this expansion. That you can actually use it to clear out areas in the bushes. Out back we have a bunch of berries. I'll pile that in to make little paths too. That way I don't have to go through and hack anything down. You do that, and then you can keep the berries from getting diseased as easily. You can get the berries in the middle more easily, because I like berries. And around June, July, that's basically my breakfast every day. I go out and harvest a bowl full and choke them down. That's looking pretty damn good, all things considered. That's about all.